No, it was good. It was one of those games where it was like Dan and his cheering section. I had 3 heroes making me even stronger than I already was. It was great.
Even loaded into Hero Select.
Oh,
What, the draft, as it's called in the biz.
The draft. All right.
Great hero Dan enemy. Oh no, oh no. No Dota sound, I think.
No Dota sound. Oh dear.
It's pretty.
Alright, we have first ban, Clockwork from Furries. Just oh god, no, okay. The Radiant and the Dire now. That already felt wrong. Radiant have banned Clockwork, strong hero, regardless of pretty much where or who is playing at the moment.
Yeah, I mean it's also against the Mishuk Clockwork, which you seem to be like a
very true
laser focused.
Heat-seeking.
Yeah, indeed.
Heat-seeking Clockwork hooks.
It's
AA ban against Ronan.
Same
That's
team.
not unexpected, but interesting they choose to use one of their first 2 bans on it.
I mean,
Doom,
like,
yes.
Interestingly, it's one of those like exploratory bans because I think Ronan has only played AA or played quite a lot of it. So
he's played like a lot of it. I think I have seen him playing not AA.
There was a Rubik game recently, right? Was that Ronan? I think it might have been.
Yeah, I think so.
So
the
it's
only
one of those
AA
things...
game I've seen Ronan in, though, they did lose.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those things like, if we push him off this, is that a good thing for us or not? And they've banned the first phase anti-mage,
yeah.
which we've seen run a few games, and they've picked the Jakiro, so...
Yeah, but not a shock.
I do have a pre-prepared stat, apparently a 65% pick rate and a 69% win rate on Jakiro this season, and the pre-season week that we had.
Jakiro is a very, very strong hero at the moment, and weirdly does not correlate to how much you see him in pubs.
Not covering the Rubik, though, is a mistake that many teams have made, because Rubik is also very better Jakiro.
Yeah, with a Jakiro in the game, Rubik is just Jakiro, but better. All of his spells are really easy to steal, and all of them are really strong when you cast them without cast point. And with, obviously, Arcane Supremacy bumping them up.
Like, when your worst spell is Dual Breath, empowered by Arcane Supremacy, or Arcane whatever the fuck it is now, then yeah, that's pretty rough. You can't steal E at all, right? So that's...
No, you can't. It's an auto-attack modifier. I think chat will probably correct me if I'm wrong as well, but because Dual Breath has both a damage, it's like a damage over time spell, the damage element and the time element are both amplified by Arcane Supremacy, so it's even stronger.
The Rubik win rate not so hot apparently. They pick up a Rasta, though. Interesting. Haven't seen that this season at all, I believe. At least to my knowledge, might be wrong.
No. I was about to say maybe Dire don't have a comfortable Rubik player, but Connor would have played it middle if given the opportunity, right? So,
as Aiden's pointing out in chat, and Aiden will be our stats man today, he promises.
Excellent.
He didn't promise, but that's what's happening now. He has been picked 50% of the time, 25% ban rate, 33% win rate, so not doing super well. Magnus is a very strong pick, especially with Ari. Ari has played a shitload of Magnus, and he is just like a league like better than a lot of the players in this game, I think. Magnus
is one of those heroes, I think, where a skill differential you can really leverage it. Like, it's if you're better than your opponent, Magnus will multiply it by like a factor and a half.
Compound gooditude.
Yes.
Ari has the highest XPM average so far this season with 726. There's an XPM average. That's wild. Yeah, so Magnus, we've seen it a lot mid. We've seen it starting to be played a little bit more in 3 because like Seb is doing it stuff, and a lot of other players are picking that up as well in the pro scene. But yeah, Magnus is one of those things. Doesn't really have bad mid matchups because he farms faster than other heroes and doesn't have to be in the lane.
Yes.
It's
Viper is statistically the best. Only under the assumption that you force Magnus out of the lane, but then also you use your Nether Toxin to farm as well.
Indeed. I've only had 2 games. You're correct. Tidehound's the pick for stunners. Not sure.
Old, reliable offlaner. There's nothing wrong with Tide here, right? Like, it's
shrugs off a lot of Jakiro stuff pretty easily.
It can be a decent counter initiation for Magnus as well. If you get caught in the RP, normally the first cleave hit will proc Kraken Shell, and you will then be able to counter Ravage. But Mag should buy a BKB, so it's kind of 6 and 2 3s. Razorban, I imagine it's just because Ari doesn't want to play against it, or possibly because they're also going to pick Juggernaut. We all know what a filthy Juggernaut spammer that Sam is.
Pretty much. They've banned out Razor here as well.
Yes. I was going to actually comment on Nelson's Tide, and then I realised that Nelson is not in this game.
Apparently it was a good series yesterday that I missed. I was dying gently in my bed.
Oh. No, I was catching. I caught a lot of it, but all of it muted, sadly, because I was doing other stuff at the same time. But it was very entertaining to watch. I hear the cast was really, really good as well, the TriCast yesterday.
Yeah,
So
apparently. That's good to hear.
here we are, back to remind you what casting is normally
Fuck
like.
you, chat!
Yeah,
Not getting
now
any
you
good
get
cast
us,
today.
suckers. Watch us miss all of the kills. Oh, look, Jugban.
Main cast was also good, Baby Rage. That wasn't the main cast, it was just Steven Yam and Dom doing things. There's no official fuck off.
I actually didn't know there was a second cast, so I watched the TriCast. I'm sorry, Aiden.
So
This is what I get for not following IDL2.
Carry bans, the name of the game right now for
well,
Dire?
carry bans the name of the game for Radiant, but sorry
Mid
for
bans,
Dire,
roughly,
but Radiant are banning mids that Magnus doesn't want to lane into. So I could quite easily see them putting Sam on another tempo controller like his Night Stalker and letting Ari run the show on Magnus from middle.
Could easily see that. I'm not sure about Sam's own ability to play Magnus. I'm sure it is.
Probably. I imagine any. Like I say, it's good to you can leverage a skill differential if you know what to do with Magnus, but it's also quite linear and not difficult to play. Like you hit creep, you hit jungle creep, you rinse repeat. You don't let your mid tower fall in. You don't try and make plays with RP. You spend you farm and you let the RPs come to you,
Yes,
or at least until you've got blink.
You press the empower button and then you do the thing.
You press the empower button and then you do the thing.
What do you do? I press the empower button. Oh god.
Oh god. I'm wondering whether we're going to get I can't remember what spell it was. Somebody who's been playing Dota as long as I have might remember. There used to be a spell that became an autocast spell once you maxed it. I wonder whether Empower should just eventually end up like that, so it doesn't hurt my brain.
After tanking for a while, Radiant ban out Naga, which is an interesting thing to do.
That is weird. I mean, Jack has played a non-zero amount of Naga, right? It's like...
Yep. He also did get trashed earlier in a game with a 4-position Naga who went Meteor Hammer into Diff and utterly ran them.
Wow.
Rubik banned out by the Stunners team, who, despite giving or not really reacting with Rubik themselves, they don't clearly want to let the team against Rasta and Tidehunter have one. And I think Ronan would be happy to play that. Interesting ban, though. Considering they have the next pick, right?
The next pick, yeah, I'm a bit confused about that one.
I'm sure they have a
Aiden was the first stream yesterday. Oh, my bad. In that case, sorry to the TriCast. I wasn't watching you. I was watching Aiden.
I mean, it wasn't muted, so I think the can only flame the camera speed. Now, Undying, Fix's Undying is something that he's been playing a lot in pubs. Really loves the hero, and I think right now it's really, really good.
It is very good. It's specifically not so great against Jakiro, though.
No, but you shouldn't lane into it, right?
Shouldn't. No. But if Radiant want to do that, they could.
Could end up, yeah. So the decays in lane are really good. The ult is now really strong. Whatever it does, I still never look. There's a lot of damage amp.
Now
there's a lot of slow.
Damage amp only applies to heroes hit by auto. See, this is what I was gonna say earlier. I got distracted. They banned out all of the good carries, except they not banned out Spectre.
Yeah, and I think Spectre into Tide is something that they would be pretty okay with.
Yeah, Rasta not that great into Jakiro either. That's very true. Their supports are both in theory, you could tri-lane 2v3 Jakiro into Rasta Undying, and the Jakiro would probably be fine.
Incidentally, tri-laning is one of the ways that pros have really been finding to dumpster the Spectre hero. So they could end up running a decent lane with Undying Rasta, probably Tide.
They have picked Spectre into Undying as well, one of her strongest lane counters. I'm more concerned, though, because obviously Spectre's just stupid strong. We all know this. I'm more concerned that Radiant's team has Mag and Spectre, which forces Mag to be an aggressive playmaker, which is, as discussed, not actually what the hero wants to do. He can.
He is naturally faster than Spectre at coming online, but if you want him to be super powerful, he wants to be playing at that kind of speed.
Yeah, the problem is because Mag wants to absorb the jungle space as well as the lane. If your Spectre is having a bad time and has to go to the jungle, suddenly your Mag has to kind of let her have it. And that's kind of clunky.
I think Radiant's heroes far and away are just super strong right now compared to Dire's heroes.
Absolutely. Dire's teams feel a bit clunky as well. I'm not sure... Okay, that kind of answers it. I wasn't sure what their game plan kind of was. Now it's hold people still so Sven can black them.
Yeah, I mean, Shackle or Ravage into a God Strength, Ags, BKB, Echo Saber, Sven is going to terrify any support player, and it's probably going to terrify either one of these two cores as well until Spectre really gets online in the late game. Dispersion obviously quite good against the Sven, but there's only so much dispersing you can do before you fall over.
Yes,
Underlord
especially
the
when you're
pick now
expecting
for Furries, so big.
I wonder if Furries are looking at tri-laning themselves, because Underlord can stand into Resta and Sven. It won't be easy, and he may well die, but he could do it.
You want a Timbersaw here, PogChamp?
Mm-hmm.
Lena banned out for the Radiant. Interesting ban. I'm not sure who would play it. Would it just be the mid, right? Like, do they want to?
Probably, yeah. But Lena is one of those mids that I guess can just follow Magnus around the map, and it's not exactly much of a problem for her team.
Connor's most played hero is Lena. That's a forehead from me.
In season 18, okay.
Yeah, Witch Doctor also banned out. Interesting ban though, because like Jakiro almost certainly the 5 played by Tom here. So you're looking for a Ronin hero to ban?
Wondering actually if they, because I think Kotl suits their team really, really well, and we know that Tom's Kotl is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It does give them a bit of a problem in the hard stun department, but on the other hand, Wisp is nuts, and Wisp over Big Pit, Macropire, RP, Haunt sounds absolutely disgusting.
Fixed the bloody game, also a very competent Kotl, so they could be, well, they don't have a space for it in this team, but interesting to see how someone who knows the hero would play against it.
Well, currently as well, Dire don't have anything that's good at killing the egg, except like BKB Sven. Yeah, I think that's why I think I'm looking at it. It fills a decent. It doesn't fill a gap. Like if Furries don't need more, they don't need more of what a Kotl provides, I guess. But you know, making your team fight stronger is never particularly bad.
Furry's very aware of how good 4 position players are when they are like Ronan. You have last pick, my dude. We'll give you the free game.
Yeah. I think
DP the last ban for Radiant.
Yeah, it's a kind of hero. It kind of does their number in as well, knocking down buildings pretty quick. I wonder if Dire would take a Clinks here.
Phoenix is a good ban. Aiden is currently saying in chat that Phoenix is a better Kotl. At the moment, it's probably true, but Kotl doesn't die when you kill his egg.
Now it's banned.
I think there's a round off in relatively interesting ways. So we're looking for a mid for Dire and a 4 for Furries, almost certainly. Or a 5, as you're saying. We could have that Jakira 4. Parakeets has been playing that a shitload this season and last season.
Mm-hmm.
Connor definitely taking this Undying. Yeah, smile.
Yes. Jakira famously one of the supports that is like 4.5. It functions really well as both 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Connor definitely taking this Undying. I nearly brought that up actually. When you were like, we're definitely looking for a mid for Dire, I was like, this is Connor. Anything could happen.
I mean, he could be playing the Tide. Tide mid has been like overrepresented, I think, in IDL.
That's true.
It could be like into Magnus, so I don't know what you do.
Did actually see recently and threatened to do it a mid Undying build that involves rushing Ags and then buying an E-Blade.
Alright, delete Dan as friend.
Do it. I'm not gonna do it.
What?
This time.
Narrator, he was definitely going to do it. 8, 7, 6. What are we doing, team? What are we giving the Ronin?
The random? No, I got to pick. So Wind Ranger.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, currently they can't kill a Wind Ranger.
Have you seen Yapsor's latest position 4 Wind Ranger build?
Is it the one where you somehow acquire an MKB?
Yes.
I mean, I love that. You can do it, but
there was a Poppy interview where you're like, so are you like chastising Yapsor for going for this MKB on every hero, or is it just something that he's getting away with? It's like, dude, he's just gonna do it. What am I gonna do? Tell him no? Like, Snapfire.
Snapfire.
This is a mid. Let's go.
That's Connor mid Snapfire, and I don't think it helps this team with what it needs to do. Snapfire is gonna get haunted on.
MKB Little Shredder, kill your own ranger, PogChamp.
Maybe snap into Mag. I'm going to be looking at this mid lane a lot,
I don't think
it's going to go very well for Snap.
I think this hero is very bad, and I say that as possibly the person with the most Snapfire games that we know. Like, I mean,
yeah, that's very
I think this hero is just awful now. If you can't play it, if you can't play at 5, you're playing it wrong. I think, and that's awful. It's kind of hard.
This is a positive cost, and obviously we don't favour either team over the other.
Absolutely.
But perhaps observant viewers can hear that we're not 100% convinced by this final pick for Radiant here.
or for Dire, is what you're saying.
It's a backliner, though, which is okay versus Mag. On the one hand, yes, but on the other hand, they have absolutely nothing to cancel Mag's Blink anyway. And a pretty common Mag build is to go for a Shadow Blade into a build a Shadow Blade and a Silver Edge out of your Echo Saber. In which case, he might just RP all of their backline, for example.
Last match of Snapfire 26-2 and 21. If he does that, he might win.
I don't think only pros pick it to counter Phoenix, so we'd ban Phoenix pick Snapfire. I don't think that's even registered. I don't think they're even thinking about, oh, we can cover Phoenix with this pick. They just Connor just wants this. Double brace is queued up. I imagine his build is going to base around the 20 little shredder uses your attack damage talent.
Like he's been building it right click when I've seen it most.
Yeah, I think if you're going mid, I think that's the way it has to work. You can't just have two offlaners. Sven does a lot of lifting, but I don't think he can do that much lifting in a game against a Spectre. And again, this is really hard. Like, they can set up a pretty long range gank, like with Ravage can set up Mortimer's Kisses, but it's not like Snapfire is a decent roamer to come and pressure the Spectre out of her lane in the jungle. Was Dark Willow banned? Pass.
I don't believe so.
I'm unaware. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's go 5 minutes back into the pass.
So Ari setting up mid to get his block. Looks like Connors wants to jive with the rune fight. No surprises from the lane assignments. Having seen the heroes and the players, though, I think everything's pretty normal. This Spectre Jakiro lane is going to be brutal, I think, for the Rasta Tide to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, Jakiro, I think, can possibly.
Level 1E
that's
from
good shackles.
A lot of damage
Level
on Tom
1.
for this. Does get it on Sam. Probably dies for it. Yep.
Yeah, he does. I don't think Tom should have stayed for that. I think Sam could have gotten it. What's happening in top? Tim's taking quite a lot of damage. Oh yeah, Undying. Good. I think not laning the Undying into the Spectre is a big mistake here. Because Jakiro is very, very good. Danny is going to have to play this lane really, really well.
Yeah, but it's good against Spectre, bad against Jakiro though, right? So it's a bit of a rock and a hard place situation.
Yeah, but I think that's the way around you need to be. Currently, neither of these heroes are particularly good against Spectre, right?
Fair. So Connor with the level 1 Fire Stamp Cookie does secure the kill. Up top, that Undying is already catching the...
Ronan went to go and get the bounty. But interestingly, both teams forgot to pick up the bounty rune.
The back of the safe one, quote unquote.
Yeah, the safe one. So Ronan went back to get it and recognized and took the opportunity to brutally murder Tim there.
Nice early lead then for the Dire.
So this is something else that's going on in mid, right? Magnus with Empower currently has 87 damage. Connor has 65. That is a 20 damage deficit. Connor has 2 last hits. Mag has 3 denies and 5 last hits. This is already possibly disastrous.
He hit big. Magnus good. I'm taking a lot of damage from these heroes. So the Rasta right-click machine is pretty good.
But that means his Spectre isn't.
True.
I was about to say they're out of mana, but Mystic's just eaten a... Throw a dagger. Cancel the Rasta's salve. It's worth your dagger.
It's Clarity.
No. Clarity, that's the one. So yeah, all of that damage now hasn't gone on Kira, which is good. This is less good, but there's a full Radiant Creep Wave here, so Mystic's actually in trouble. Dagger in 1? Not worth trying? Nah, not worth trying. Tom's back now. That could have actually been a kill. Trying to go on the Spectre in the middle of the wave. Do we even have Dispersion? Dispersion wasn't even leveled.
No, really early stick from Sam here as well, though. These heroes are going to cost lots of spells.
That's absolutely correct in this lane, for sure. Ether Shock and Anchor Smash. Really, I think all heroes in this... Yeah, they've all got sticks now. That's good. Check back in with mid. Connor has acquired some last hits.
1 or 2. Very far playing up from Ronan here. Level 1 with the Wind Run leveled. That said, he's doing okay into the Undying.
Fix is quite low, actually. He's got 1 million decay stacks.
It's halving up at the moment.
Yeah, he had 1 million decay stacks, but was still actually only on 400 health. Imagine Sam and Ari being on the same team. You don't have to imagine. You can watch it here, live. For some reason.
Ronan is going ham. He's in a place without Windrun now. This could be a good
yeah,
box from Jack
he's dead here.
Really
Those really good body blocks. And the creep. He could have eaten a tree to get away there. He's not going to get away.
Oh, the Windrun!
Decay's gone home.
There it is.
Fine. How much attack range does Snapfire have, Jack?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Okay, so if Ari plays well, there's potentially actually getting dragged under tower for Connor to worry about here. This bot lane is going heavily in favor of Spectre.
Yeah. Like we said at the start, what can these two heroes really do to Spectre? Seems really difficult. And Spectre, with the Jakiro sitting behind, with just enough like messing with you to stop everything you want to do, and focusing on the Jakiro, which is pretty safe.
Yeah. So Ari's actually taken quite a lot of damage. Connor is maxing Scatter Blast. And I guess this is an unknown matchup, but as we discussed, if you can't actually apply consistent pressure to Mag, he farms so fast that he's just going to buy a salve and ignore you.
Lane position is really favourable for Connor though at the moment.
You think that, but again, Mag has like 100 damage. He could probably be more aggressive and get a lot of these denies.
Gone for the rune. He's filled up his bottle.
Yeah, he's got a bottle. Bottle of invisibility.
2 races now for Connor.
Right, yeah, should have stayed on the high ground and denied that, I think. Oh well. Fix is set to back off to pull, so Sven takes a little bit of hits in top. All fine though.
As chat is currently pointing out, Tom's got like 2 or 3 pulls off in this lane as well, so keeping the lane exactly where Spectre wants it.
Absolutely. It's
and
not really gotten past here at the river.
Mishuk is in trouble here. He's just taking a lot of damage. Potentially a courier as well, but it's going to take 3 hits. And Danny with the level 2
Tom might
shackles.
actually die.
No, it's level 2 shackles.
Oh no, he's gone. Yeah. What I would probably say is the wrong build.
You can't say that. Positive cost.
I can say that. I think he'll forgive me. Oh, you can't fight this. Oh, brilliant stun. Not enough mana for a dual breath. Mishuk might die anyway. His stick's gone. Oh, the damage has been reduced. Oh, gets him anyway. Can they get Danny too? I think they probably can't.
Don't think so. I think...
Through the stick. Oh no, he's misclicked. Or has he?
No, he's gone for the rune intention. I think he's.
Oh.
I don't know who was pinging that rune.
I don't know whether he could have lived anyway, because he would have had to juke around the trees, but obviously with a dagger on him, Spectre can free path. But that's huge. Like, did both kills go on Sam?
No, the first kill went on Tom.
First kill went on Tom, yeah. Still pretty big.
Up top, Underlord's in a bit of trouble. Or is the Undying. Everything's fine. As the K start wearing off, and then the double decay comes out again.
Yeah.
What's to worry about? Connor's like, I think Connor's doing surprisingly well in this mid lane.
Absolutely. I thought he'd be doing a lot worse here, but
it's a Jack Cookie if ever I saw one. Forehead. I don't want to look at that kill. Intentionally not doing it, chat. Fuck off, T-Tors.
No, it's really hard to be an Underlord against Undying. It's one of the few heroes that can, like, battle you outside of Firestorm.
He just brings you into a fair, like, set of stats, right? That's just the worrying bit.
Yeah, that too. That is a very aggressive ward from Connor. Is he hoping to use his haste rune to snipe a courier? Or is he hoping to see farming these stacks that
Ari's
Oh, here we go.
But
oh, he's got the haste rune.
Skew's been used. Can he just kisses? Yeah, he is. He's going for it.
Yeah, but
I think he gets him here.
He's going to get it.
Absolutely perfect.
Really well played.
That was nice. You get the aggressive Skewr off, but like there's ways to deal with it. With the haste rune, maybe Ari didn't quite think of all the opportunities.
Yeah, I think without the haste rune, that's a pretty easy kill there, right? The minimum distance means Tom's gonna die. No, that's a really good ice path. Off he goes.
And Danny backs off. Nicely done.
Kira's 6.
Yeah. And a lane against the just gone 5 and not even 5.
Yeah, really nice. Tom's 4 as well. Tom's, they've got more XP. There must be those kills.
Yeah, I think
really good dual breath onto both heroes and only one creep.
Power to him. I think
Tom
has set this lane up really well here. Sam's definitely taking advantage of it.
Certainly the potential.
Here's the ice path. There it is onto 2, but the stick is available. The hex goes out. And the Fairy Fire should get him to back off, but he's got a dagger in soon. No.
Not soon enough.
Chill out, Sam.
See, now after that death, Ari has decided, sod this, back to the jungle. He's got his treads, he's got some attack speed now. Hit creep.
Bonk. Top lane's where all our action is, but...
Yeah. Net worth. Yeah, that kill does put, and the first blood puts Connor ahead. He's leading on net worth over Ari by about 400? I don't know whether that's enough. I don't know anything about mid-Snapfire, so...
I think the build has to be centered around MKB. I'm not sure that it doesn't do like a lot outside of it. I'm not sure how early you can afford to get attack damage items, considering Little Shredder's not really broken until 20. He's gone for the Javelin early though. It's still 6 attacks. It still does things.
Yes, absolutely.
I went to pick up Takeaway when Connor had one last hit.
Now he's winning. There was a haste rune, so Ari skewered him under tower, but the haste rune got Connor away, and then with skewer used, Mortimer's Kisses killed Ari.
Tom could die here pretty easily, I think. He's pretty fast.
Connor doubters. We never doubted Connor, we just know that Mag is very good. More aggression going out and bottom. Tom has apparently decided that protecting a Spectre is boring and wants more murder.
He's also holding a mango tree. Not sure what that's about.
Kissed Ari to death.
Wah. Aggressively was. So I need to play a bit more Snapfire, because the next level is the Platinum line, which is like, I won't eat you, dear, but Mortimer might.
If Ari had RP Blue Juice, he probably could have killed Connor. But alas. I really do enjoy carrying, like, a mango at least on Magnus.
Spicy like lemons be.
Ari, stop being greedy with both your neutral items. Give one of them away.
He's swapping them in when it's irrelevant.
Yeah, but it makes the cooldown on Shovel longer. You should just give it to a support.
Not if you drop it on the floor. That might be a lie. Midas Snapfire could be good. He went for Javelin early.
There are so many wards watching this Magnus is farming, but they're not doing anything about it. And without the Undying, I don't think they actually can.
I mean, he's
Which
what,
begs
like...
the question, why have you put all your wards here?
He's got 1900 health with, like, Bracer Treads, so I think he's going to do fine. And this is the farming pattern we see off Magnus all the time. It's like, I farm my jungle, I'm back to the lane, I 3-hit the lane, I'm backing away. Connor's got an Invis heading top now. I wonder what he can get accomplished. It's only going to find
the bounty,
this
but it's already been come and taken. This isn't really worth their time. Oh!
T-Tors.
Death in bottom. Misuk went to get a rune. Danny paid the price. This rotation isn't worth Connor's time. Even killing the Underlord is not worth it, I think. Now he's just idling. Meanwhile, what's Mag doing? Hit creep.
You cannot idle against the Mag. This is what we know, I think. And
Yeah,
there's a little bit of a sideways move that Mag can make is by empowering the Spectre in either fights or farming patterns. It's going to be very good for her as well.
Midas Snapfire, please. No, I think he's going for MKB. He's got a
I think
shot
it's too late for the Midas. Although we've seen it a lot in games, it could be something that's good. Attack speed
I
is not
bought
really
Midas.
something that this thing really wants, is it?
I don't think so. I
I
bought
just-
a
I
Midas
honestly,
today,
like-
right? When did the recipe get to be 1750? It's very expensive.
Quite a while ago, Dan.
Oh dear. Every single creep from that wave done. His tower's taking a little bit of damage. I'd quite like to see him hang about for a bit and aggressively push out the next wave to force Connor to be the one having to come back and defend. But this is fine.
Fixes down bottom, gets the soul rip off. There's no shackle because of the early usage onto Tom. But Sam is level 8. Ronan is down here as well with the focus fire.
I think this is a good maneuver, but it does mean that the Undying... Sorry, not Undying. The Undying is basically their only strong hero right now. Connor's bot as well.
I think Snapfire is strong. He's definitely strong, but like he's spending
like
a lot of time doing nothing. And what's Mag doing? Mag's hitting creep.
Mag's hitting creep. But the Underlord, without the Undying, can stand opposite the Sven. I don't think it's particularly difficult. Oh, there's some fighting going down. Shackles have been cancelled. Kiss is committed.
Nice Macropire. Focus fire committed onto Dan as well. The backline.
Go on Connor, maybe you could. Ronan's in position. Ronan is now horribly out of position.
I don't know how to watch this fight. 6 seconds on the run.
I'm watching Ronan being horribly murdered.
Yes. They backed off of the Spectre as well, so like, you trade your 4 for your 4. I think the Spectre team likes that. With the Magnus doesn't even show up. Sven is still farming, Underlord's still farming.
Yeah, the Spectre team likes that because the other team had to bring 4 heroes to do it.
Yeah, Fix runs into the jungle, finds the farming Spectre, but it's not really going to have to do anything about it.
No. If they get this... Oh, there's a mango tree bottom as well. I didn't see that. If they can get this bot tier 1, this rotation's a lot better for Diet, and they probably will. But I think, because Tom's in the area and Ronan was TPing in, I think Radiant really could have pushed a bit more on that mid tower. Because trading the safe lane tower for the mid tower is absolutely a mid tier advantage.
Yep. They're not really pressuring it though, it's just illusions here.
Yeah, they brought a lot of heroes nearby, but Danny's kind of here. Rasta, I mean, he's actually 1-1-3 now, so he can't really use Ether Shock to keep things off the tower. Ari's not going to risk it. I think that's sensible.
Tom has no mana for this
beautiful double
Macropire.
shackle. Oh, Ravage
Ravage is
committed,
used.
but it's not that good.
Can't get
It's
heroes
gonna
here.
get Tom. Tom's trying to lure them away from the mango tree.
It looks like they want to fight though. I mean, Harry's here, Ronan's here, Mishuk
Yeah.
can't. He's tipping away. He's
No,
empowered
Harry's
up to
just-
Spectre now.
Harry's just here to give him power. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird maneuver. It looked like they wanted to defend the tower, but Harry didn't want to commit a TP.
Yeah, and
Or-
the mid didn't go down either, so.
No, he did. Harry actually did TP, so maybe it was just too late, and he arrived here at the outpost instead. But also, this tree did not die, and Miss Hook, the other Tide Hunter, saw it and had quelling. So that's interesting. Don't know whether they think they can make use of it, or whether
Sven has
they
a
just
Midas
didn't
now.
think about it at the time.
By the way, there's a Sven in the game.
There is a Sven, but have you noticed that the Underlord is now worth more money than Sven?
I have noticed that, in fact.
Yeah.
And the
This
Spectre,
is the problem
considering the
with
good
moving.
lane,
Yeah.
not
This
doing
is,
so
this
hot.
is the problem with moving your Undying out. Ah yes, blue juice has arrived. Nothing prepares you for the amount of clarities you have to down as Magnus. How is Connor still top of net worth?
He's not.
Well, you see, he's 3-0-1,
Hang on,
and he took a tower. But now, yeah, Magnus is going
He's
to
not.
overtake him now. There we go.
Connor doesn't need to hit creeps, apparently. Doesn't need empower. Just needs to hit things.
Turns out Scatterblast is really quite good at clearing camps and waves.
I keep telling people, they just shout at me, "Don't take my camp!"
Well, I mean, there are some
Unreasonable, to
differences
be honest.
between the position 2 and the position 4.
I disagree.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, if Ren doesn't straight up build an MKB, which he's not, he's fucking feeding. 15-minute runes, Sven setting up for top. Looks like there should be a lot here. 3 for 1.
Sam is living his best life on this Spectre. This Empower is, like, great. Kill off all the small creeps, suddenly Desolate works.
There's a bit of a concern about, like, Mag and Spectre can't really do the same things, but they
Yes.
definitely want to.
Well, I mean, they can, right? They're getting away with it. They've only conceded 1 tower,
I think
and
if
it's
they're able
15
to,
minutes into the game.
if they're able to take this top tower and get into that into that dire jungle,
Yeah.
it's going to be really nice for them. This Empower's going to
So
make quick work of them.
Aiden's in chat saying, like, being even on net worth has to be a win. Being even on net worth against a Magnus is absolutely a win. Conventionally, I would say the counterpoints are that being even on net worth against a Spectre is not a win. And also, like, how much money does Snapfire need to be, air quotes, even? Like, we don't know. I don't know what core Snapfire does. Is this the amount of gold Connor needs to roll a whole game? I don't know.
Doubt
This
it.
mid tower's fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big horn. RP?
Nice
Big
RP.
RP. This Sven's gonna die. Never mind. Counter spells.
Hello.
The Sven's fine. The Sven's... No, Sven is dead? Sven
This
is dead.
a good spell.
Okay. Excellent counter Ravage. Into the Mortimer's Kisses. MKB is actually finished for Connor, so Tim's probably dead here. Then we have a support off with Ronan being chased down by Fix.
Focus Fire is active, but it's doing fuck all.
Focus Fire is active, but yeah. Yeah,
It
but
needs
it
a
might...
Power shot? Nice.
Oh! Got him! I was going to say, with the win run back up. Right, so it's 4 for 2 trade. Not great. I don't think they were ready for the counter Ravage. Because Sam got mullered by that Mortimer's Kisses. What's Danny's courier doing here in middle?
Deliver him.
Llama, this is not where you live. This is not your home.
Makes the differ. It's getting vision.
Yeah, Connor is currently top of net worth again. He's now 500 ahead. I think he got a double kill from that.
Snapfire is good when your ult does outlevel all the heroes in the game. When you're working around with a level 1 ult for like 5 years, it's really bad.
Combos
I
well
also-
with AoE control.
I don't have any argument with whoever said 5 Snapfire is the best Snapfire in the chat. That's definitely my belief.
Noted 4-player.
Yeah.
Jack Doyle.
If I tell myself the hero I want to play is garbage, that makes me like better when I win, so that's how it works.
That's true. You handicap yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You must be great. And that's why I play 8 record model. Sven running down. Sven's gone Midas crit, which I'm pretty sure is not the build at the moment.
The Shriek's getting gone up and top. Three heroes, then they can kill him.
They can with focus fire, right? No,
I mean,
they
she
can't.
doesn't have a javelin,
Because
so
there's no javelins.
It's a bold TP from Ronan.
They have forced like a whole team rotation.
Connor, the build was Bracer MKB by the looks of it, and he's going into Force stuff now. I'm not sure if that's for a full pike, or if he just wants some of the maneuverability that Force gives you, but...
I'm surprised he's not gone for upgraded boots. A lot of the upgraded boots are really value at the moment. Like Tranks, Phase, and Treads are all pretty solid.
Even into Greaves is a perfectly fine item for Snapfire, but it definitely does contribute to your right-clicking.
I mean, it's, the Tidehunter has a Phase, so Greaves would be pretty
Ravage
good.
Is available here, but I don't think they really want to use it, maybe. Snapfire is available also, though.
The Tidehunter is a bit far out.
It's going to get rooted up.
Obviously, he's a Tidehunter.
Here's the Snapfire.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Ravage is dead. No Ravage.
Ari's in.
Ari's in. He has RP. There's a real danger here.
Here
we go.
Oh, it doesn't quite get Connor.
No, but who can? Spectre can. Pop that gold pinata. Dive the back line. That looked really easy. That was the highest net worth hero in the game.
Still the highest net worth hero in the game.
That's what I'm worried about, right? Connor played really well, and he's amassed all this net worth, but his hero is really bad against Spectre, and he's been chopped up.
Travs could be decent.
So comparatively, right, the last fight was 4 dead on Radiant for 2 dead on Dire. This fight is 4 dead on Dire for no 1 dead on Radiant at all. Sven does get to farm this whole time. Let's not discount that. But
his free farm is pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, he's now top of net worth. What with also having Cleave for free.
And the Midas.
Yes, and the Midas, that's true. But he is buying what I would describe as unusual items. Sven is in part really strong right now because of the Ags, which makes him really hard to kite. And this Sven is going to be difficult to kite, don't get me wrong, he's buying an SNY, but Ags is like a whole nother level.
He's got a small crit as well. And
yeah.
Tom should just die, but he backs off.
He can't kill Tom here. Are they? They want to fight this? They
apparently do, yeah. There's a lot of heroes here for Dire. Tim's teleported immediately in. Connor does not hit the cookie. And they're kiting the rest of this.
Back out again?
No, he TP'd back out. He rifted into
He rifted in and TP'd out. Brilliant. Small crit just worse than Echo. Yeah, again, I think I agree with that statement too. He's got an Imp Claw. I guess he was just hoping that he'd burst people in 1 hit, but that seems very brave. You need to be very careful about committing here. Ravage is still up, but the tide is really low again. Good Ravage. Here comes the kissies. But there's a Greaves. Okay, they're going to get Tom, but Danny has to dive to do it.
Here's Magnus.
RP's not up, but it will be up very soon. If they're not counting the cooldown, this could be really bad.
They have to be scared of it anyway, right? 4 stuff's available for Connor now. This could be really nice.
The Blink's nearly up. They're hanging around. They don't know RP's back. Oh, nice. Fantastic shackle shot.
Breaks it immediately.
It's the one hero that doesn't matter on.
Wow, Ronan died very quickly, or a lot of his health taken away. Ari just wants to play the slow game. He's baiting really hard here. Oh my god.
No?
The stun from the cookie.
That's so rude.
So Undying was cookied through the air. Ari can't fight this. He has to RP Connor on the backlines.
Yeah, he has to use RP there to not die to the MKB, and he might
no damage
anyway.
He gets
Never
him.
Mind.
Tom's back. He's respawned. He's alive.
Yeah, Tom has respawned. Ari's gonna get away. That's fine.
Misses both spells.
Ah, the control misses. Oh, it didn't latch. I thought that was gonna latch. Danny's back as well.
It's such a fast game. There's no way Tom really knows the ice path here. That fight was so weird.
That was very, very weird. There was an RP there that got ruined by that stun.
So what happened, if no one saw that, by the way, that was the cookie onto the Undying, catapulted him towards the Magnus. The Magnus skewered the Undying back towards the Snapfire and got stunned by where the Undying landed. After the skewer, that was a quality.
So after the skewer, when there was a 2-man RP there that would have been lovely and probably killed both of them, there was instead a stunned Magnus. Yeah. I think it's really hard to do in the heat of the fight, but Ari actually had his blink up here, and I think if it blinked over and skewered backwards, that would have been better, because it would have been a 3-man RP and not quite. I think it still would have been ruined by the cookie, but maybe the cookie wouldn't have happened because you start the skewer from next to Connor instead, so he doesn't get the chance. They're actually moving onto Ari here, but they've whiffed. So this tower's probably just going to go down instead. They did get the tier 2 bottom, by the way, as well. That did fall. Danny dived a long way under the tower, dropped wards, and shackled up Tom to get that kill, but traded his own life.
Yeah, they give this top tower up. They want to fight without all of their spells up.
Yeah. So what we're spotting here as well is that Kira is still not that tanky, despite having
he was
full
the
points
other.
and dispersion.
He was also the casualty in that fight, right? They traded the Jakiro Spectre for the...
Sven's around the back of this fight.
This is a good fight for Sven.
It is.
Nice yours, though.
Wait, where'd the halberd come from?
3-man ice path.
Clyde has a halberd? That's a fantastic macropire.
Into the choke point, but they don't really want to run away. God Strength is available, and
Tim's
Connor's
dead.
here.
The crits are too big. They're going to lose this tower again. Oh, good skewer. If they can kill Fix here, this gives them an opening to do something. But they can't even kill Fix.
Ronan,
Oh,
really.
damn.
There's a Ravage
Oh,
onto running
hello.
away?
That's a weird Ravage. The Mortimer's Kisses is down. This is a big play now.
Harry has the
Skewer
RP.
and RP and Blink are all back up.
Oh,
Good shackle.
Tokyo Drift for
And here comes Sam.
Shackle. Where's Sam gone? He's gone to the
Straight
backline,
into
straight to
Fix.
find Undying.
Danny takes out both the illusions, but it's not enough.
And he's staying in the wrong place.
Oh! He tried to save his boy,
Kill
but
Mishra?
he instead paid the price. Where's the halberd here? It's not going to go off. It's not up. Alright, so... I'm not sure what's going on anymore. I don't know who's winning these trades.
Me neither.
They got a tier 2. Sam had to stop pushing a tier 2 in middle, but again, because he's Spectre, he gets to arrive. So, like, he can stay wherever and haunt in. Rapier is a defensive item. Well, if they're all dead, they can't kill you, so...
So he's going to finish off that pike, as we were talking about earlier on. Connor, he's gone for the MKB and into that item.
I think that makes sense. As much as anything makes sense on this hero.
He's getting closer and closer to that attack damage, Lil Shredder, though.
I'm not even sure if he'll take it.
He might not, honestly. The slow is very good, especially with the Ravage. And it's currently upping his damage by about 50% per shot. I mean, obviously, MKB does a bit of weird math there. But as he gets stronger and stronger, that talent will get stronger and stronger as well.
Yeah.
And I think there's no way he doesn't, with this build, take the multicast Lil Shredder. So, you don't necessarily need all the Mortimer's Kisses talents to make it better.
That's true.
Not that I'm...
Multi-shot little shredder. I didn't actually know that was a thing.
Yeah, it used to be Scatterblast Disarms. Scatterblast applied Halberd before.
Oh, good lord.
Which was very, very good. And I took it in about
I think
3
Harry
games.
could probably push this tower in bot, right? It's not a valuable tower. I don't think bot will come and defend it.
Nope. He's got his fresh BKB now on Harry.
Yeah.
Take a look at some items.
Connor's-
Tom's got that Yules, which is very helpful in that last fight. Greaves up on the Underlord.
Very good item here.
Hood and Soul Ring as well.
Connor's doing well on his money still, right? 4th in net worth, but he's really behind on levels. Like, his opposite number, Magnus. Magnus has a BKB and an Imp Claw. That's...
And in terms of applying damage, Hurricane Pike is not a good use of net worth either.
True.
It obviously
But
lets him
Harry's
do a lot
19.
of stuff. Yeah.
Spectre is 18. Like, there is an experience deficit, and it is on Connor. I think. And I'm just checking the supports levels, because that's normally where it is as well. Sometimes supports end up tremendously up and leveled. No, Radiant are good across the board. It is Connor who is a couple of levels behind his opposite number.
Danny currently carrying around 5 mangoes and Netherlands. That's Rasta Gaming right there. Checking
That
in on
is
Sven, though, is going to be what we're going to do a lot of times in this game, I feel. He's working on the rest of his BKB. So he's gone the small crit S&Y and the Midas, and he's working into this BKB, and it looks like he's queuing up both MKB and Ags at some point.
Yeah.
So he's
I mean, it's kind of worked for him, right? Like, he hasn't been kited.
Here's a 4-man smoke from the Dire coming out.
And a Dart Rift going to bot with Ronan. They want this bot tier 1. This is an odd time to choose to fight it, because they've got their timers up, right? They know that Ravage must be up.
They probably have their timers up and know that they're strong as well. Tom is going to die before the fight even starts.
Yeah, but Tom dies in 2 hits. Here's the Horn. Connor's
nice
gonna
shackle
die.
and the 2-man RP in the back line. What's going to
RP
happen here?
catches 2 on the back lines where Connor already was, but the pike is enough. Spectre is now disarmed. Ari's going to shove a tide around. Connor's going to get his ult off.
Yes.
But not to much effect.
Yeah, it's not going to hit anything. There's only so far it can
Literally,
travel.
you just trade supports. Never mind, tide's dead. Maybe not. Oh, it whiffs.
Tower's down
The
though.
tower gets denied.
Got the deny. Cookie out on the Tidehunter. He's going to be in trees, so he's never leaving.
Very dead.
Please. Nice. Okay.
Oh, the heal from Fix doesn't quite get off. There was a blink. Fix is dead.
Ooh. That was tasty. The clumsy net coming in from Tim makes him get the
Oh
shackle.
no!
Yes, nice shadow. I mean, but you're not getting out of the firestorm there at all. They can push tier 2s here. No Snapfire ult, no Sven ult, no Undying, no Tide. Like,
what's surprising me, right, is that Dire's team fight is a lot better than I thought it would be, and I probably should have twigged in the draft. But they have to use their spells together. They lose the fight, so they don't get Ravage on top of Kisses. But also on top of that, Jack pops his ult really early in the fights, which generally a Sven I think is correct. But because they don't get to combo it with any kind of control.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, here's the Sven coming back out, and then Continent again from the
That's
Underlord.
brutal. They see the TP and they get the skewer. You got to play around skewer like it's Pudge Hook. You can't TP in vision. That's really bad. That's a Rax gone here. Rax in
lane gone, I think.
team. Sorry, yes, a lane of Rex. They might just be content to take the melee and leave because
they have the buyback on Sven, but that's a real big. Oh, the cookie, three-man cookie stun from the zombie on the tombstone. And Tim,
they have a massive Jakiro stun and a really big.
Oh,
good force!
Oh my god, that was nearly so good from was it Mishuk there? Who was that?
No, that was Connor. Connor's the only one with the 4-star.
Oh yeah.
That was a fucking gamer move right there. Somebody saw that GIF on Reddit about Avenge swap.
I really wish that would have worked because that would have been really sweet.
They'd still only have gotten 2, and I think they would have only gotten the 2 supports,
Okay, so
but it would have been fucking magic.
Yeah, let's break down that fight a little bit because it starts with the
firstly,
Underlord,
right?
Yeah,
it starts here.
The Underlord,
ends here.
The Underlord comes in with the Dark Rift, right? And that's also how it ended. So remember that. The Underlord comes in with the Dark Rift. The God Strength is popped to kill the Jakiro. The 2-man RP gets popped onto both the Snapfire and another support. And the Ravage is needed to break that RP so that the Snapfire doesn't immediately die. But because the Ravage is used so early, like we were just talking about, they can't combo that spell with the Mortimer Kisses. So their team fight is made worse by how they're having to react to Ari getting these clutch RPs in these moments.
Radiant had taken Roche. It was scanned out, but elected not to do anything about it.
I don't know they can do anything about it, really. They have to all be there and, again, overlap their spells, which they do have.
If there was ever going to be a Ravage Kisses fight, it's in the pit.
Arcane Rune for Ari, maybe?
Brutal.
Yeah, he's blinking back for it. So if I'm Radiant here, I want to push in this mid and then be in their triangle forever, because you know where Dire are right now? 4 heroes in their triangle.
Yeah.
Snapfire taking the Tome of Experience. Okay, really wants to make it to that 20 mark.
The 20 talent, and we'll see which one he's going to take. AC done on Ari, he's going crit next.
He's gone for the Halberd on Snapfire as well, like...
I think they need Halberds. They need Halberds for Ari.
Absolutely
the Wind Ranger will eventually be a problem.
I think if the Wind Ranger is currently building pretty defensive, going for a Force into Blast.
Yeah.
Has the Javelin though, so that is a damage.
There is a casual Javelin. You know, the MKB is always relevant on that hero.
Well, they're like wrapping around the side,
Oh,
God Strike, then Ravage. Here's the big fight.
Late. Yeah, Ari gets gone on by Sven, but
there's the RP, finds Mishuk.
He's being beaten on by a Sven, but he just calmly BKBs and skewers away. They are probably going to get Kira here, but it's just the Aegis. What's going on in this other fight? Tidehunter's fighting 3 heroes. Back to the Sven. Yeah. The Sven's a coward.
Sven's going to run out of God Strength soon. No, it's still forever.
Where is your axe, Sven? You need it for this. Is he dead? How long on Pit? Pit's up, but stunned.
It's a long shackle.
Kira wants the Sven. There's the disarm.
That's a nice little shackle.
Fix is dead here. The rift has been called.
I would have cancelled that.
I would have cancelled that too.
Maybe they're scared of where the Sven is, but he's so low. I'm surprised he didn't die there.
That's a win and a half for Dire. Ari played really, really well there to be caught by a Sven, but have like the calm to just BKB and screw up this hill to stop Connor. That was really well played.
But Ari's the Radiant. Oh, are you praising him or flaming him? I don't understand.
Praising him. I thought Ari played really well.
Okay.
What did I say?
You said the Dire played really well and then praised Ari.
Oh no, I think the Radiant played really well. My bad.
Okay, good. So they did trade the Spectre's First Life and the Magnus for the Undying and the Snapfire in the end. The gold change is basically even. Spectre did so much damage, 8k damage in that fight. So
a lot of it was dispersion. Did you see how, like, just running from here to here, how much damage the Sven took?
And Sven, like 2,000 gold from his Ags. I think he's going to show up to the next fight with that, and that should make it a lot easier to get around.
Yeah. The mid tower died at some point.
Yes, it did.
In that fight. Yeah, I think a big part of why that fight went so well for Dire, because like you say, they did take an Aegis and another core, was the fact that with this tower here, the supports and Underlord have a hell of a time dealing with the Undying still. Fix is making the hero look very, very strong. Normally a hero that classically falls off the laning stage, but he still looks really good here.
Yeah, I think Fix is a very strong support, and we don't really think about him a lot when we're talking about like the strong supports in IDL, but he's definitely, his Cottle and his Undying are definitely up there for me. And this taunt usage is sublime. Alright, what are we seeing now, though? Because we're getting to the point where Snapfire is going to hit 20. The Snapfire talents at the moment are a bit strange. No movement speed, no scatter blast damage, considering, again, you're the damage-dealing core. Has been the one to fall on the sword and pick up the halberd, though, as you were talking about, because they really do need those against Magnus Spectre, even Windrunner.
They've got 2 now. I do wonder whether Sven should have gone 1 maybe instead of this SNY.
Possibly. I think if that's the, like, you've already built a Sange at that point, right? You should finish that off. I don't understand this value small crit. Maybe he just thinks we're still on that patch? But, like, I mean,
small crit's still a lot of value. Just not
ridiculous levels of value.
Yeah.
I don't know, I figured the Sven build had been a little bit solved, and that's definitely moving away from what I thought it was. But
yeah, this feels like the Sven build from like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Ronan is finishing his MKB. He's got that Vlad's and that Force, and he's going back for the MKB.
I think that's fair. What would his team want out of him more? Maybe another Glimmer, perhaps?
Okay, Tom has a Halberd on the Jakiro, and Connor has gone for that little Shredder uses your attack damage talent. So we're really seeing him doing...
So they did... Sorry, carry on.
We're really seeing him going for that right-click build. But again, I think his talent build and his items are so hybridized right now. He's losing a lot of value. But he's having to reply to these strong teamfight initiations that we're seeing from Radiant.
Yeah, and that's another problem. He's built all of like these nice right-clicking items, but he spends most of his fight kissing and then running away from either a Magnus or a Spectre. By the way, when they killed Sam here with the Aegis,
the smoke,
they didn't have any parts of heart, and he actually can buy the whole thing now. He's got himself a heart. I don't know if they can kill him again now. And obviously that's hyperbolic. You can always kill somebody again in Dota, but like this is difficult. That's an nearly 4k health Spectre. 27 armor.
With a repair kit. Like, it's got so much HP regen. So the 4-man smoke from Dire right down the top lane failed. Hit the Spectre. She saw him. They ran away. And now there's a smoke from the Radiant popping up.
Yeah, counter smoke, which is also failing. There was a scan here, but it didn't ping, so I imagine it must have been Dire's scan.
Well, the core Snapfire, Dave, is playing in a way that he has to both use Mortimer's Kisses and not die, and also be right-clicking. So he really does have to be close. It's just that the hero is inherently bad at doing that.
So what I'm worried about, right, is, like you say, because these are the items he's bought, but the way he's had to play, could this have been a full snap for Baron achieved pretty much the same goal?
The thing that I'm learning, really, is that we've got this 20 breakpoint, right? He hits level 20, he's got this talent, he becomes a lot more powerful. If he builds right-click items from here on out, it's going to be really good. And the items aren't at their max power when he's building up to that level 20. So maybe he's able to do that now, where he wasn't before. And no one plays enough of this hero. So Connor is the best place to talk about that hero, I think. Oh, the nice shackle into Sven!
The Glimmer goes out. They do have protection. Ronan's killing him. They've had to use kisses defensively.
And Sam is like, yeah, and? Like, he's regenning. Like,
Ronan almost solo, really, with some setup and 3 hits from the Spectre. Ronan doesn't even have his MKB done yet. Yeah. That's kind of terrifying.
Yes. We saw this for a lot of pro games recently. Like, the 4-position Wind Rangers are able to set up their own kills with the shackle onto the creep in mid in broad daylight. Well, maybe it was nighttime, I don't know. But all the cards on the table, he's able to go, I shackle you to creep. I press my focus fire, you should die. With a dust or a sentry ward, that's really difficult to deal with, even with the Glimmer Cape. Immediately dealt with by a dust.
Ninja gear on that Spectre now. Jeez. Surely,
is that better than
Ari
with the invis round the back.
Oh, he's been spotted. There's the Sven Axe. This is a lot of burst to kill a Magnus. Ari didn't get his BKB.
Didn't get any spells. He's bought back now.
He's bought back.
Ari knows what he wants. This is a beautiful Macropire and the Ice Path and the Pit. Everything. Spells on the floor, shit on the ground, Dan. That's what we're drafting. Oh my good Christ. Sven with the spells. Sam is going to die. He's going to die through all the spells now.
Not. Come on,
Ari's here with the RP. He doesn't get the fucking Stormbolt.
The Superman dive takes him over the RP.
Ari's forced to back off here.
I think Ari might die again. Yep. Oh, this is why this Axe is not fair.
Rampage. That's a rampage.
Ronan doesn't die. That's a rampage from killing Mag twice.
Can someone clip that
Ari
one, please?
Not getting his BKB off here is so unfortunate. he could have gotten off, dodged the Ravage, probably just skewered away, and that fight would have gone a whole lot different.
And that fight started so badly, then went so well, then went so badly again for Radiant. The Magnus immediately died and the buyback was immediately forced, and then up in that choke point, the Ice Path, Macropie, Pit of Malice, all these things were on the ground hitting 3 or 4 heroes, and then Jack just comes in, acting like he's fucking Superman, and uppercuts someone out of the fucking sky. It's unreasonable, this Ags.
I don't like. The clumping for the 3-man stun here was absolutely killer.
Yeah.
He killed, I think, 2 heroes. Well, the first one in the Stormhammer, like, Ags hit. The second one on the next hit. And then, yeah, the Spectre gets done by the next Superman dive. 7-second blink. Fucking, what is this? They correctly identified that they're going to defend middle. So this is good. Oh, that was a
nice force forwards.
The Shackle doesn't latch. Ward's committed?
It was Ronan's force, by the way. So it was enemy force stuff.
Princess Knife on Snapfire. I think this tower's probably going down. Oh, there's the God Strength. This tower's... Oh no, not again! Guys! Learn your lessons! This is really bad. Having to use buybacks. They know they don't have a mag. If Dai can get out of this...
I think this pit has hit about 18 people.
Tom's in with the dust. Fix is at least going to die here. Oh my word. So! This game swung on a fucking dime, didn't it? 10k gold lead turns into a 2k gold lead for the 10k for the Radiant turns into 2k for the Dire. Woo!
Hog. Going to see Spectre hit 25 with that dispersion talent soon, though. Another halberd coming out from Ronan, who's elected not to go back for the MKB. He's seen, oh god, there's a Sven.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Spell Prism out on... the Sven's keeping the Spell Prism. Jesus Christ, how many Stormhammers is that?
It's real good.
Stormhammer every 5.6 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I really think he should have taken the other level 25. But I guess he didn't know he had the Spell Prism when he did that.
Oh, Jay, could you imagine half ups time on the stun there? The Storm stun? Crazy. Ari's taking ages. He doesn't have buybacks, that's probably why.
Yeah. And also, he's the one they're going on. So
yeah, and hopefully
it takes him a lot longer to kill Sam.
I think the heart should be better when you're not being like alone in the fight and you have your Magnus as well to run interference.
Absolutely. Have another strong boy to soak some damage for you.
Yeah.
That's a good point actually. Underlord has not been the consistent body that we've seen him normally be.
No, his pits have been insane, but I think he's not been frontlining as much.
Playing really well. He's just not having the standard here is my immovable
lightning rod. Yeah.
Underlords like to have.
That's a Witless Shaker. Does that go on Spectre? How do you kill a 5k health Spectre?
I don't know.
She can literally can't
probably would do that.
Do her power then at that point.
She can, right?
600? Yeah, so depending on what you need to do in a fight, should be able to.
Going
for her own halberd.
Ronan has 3,000 health.
Jesus.
Sven has bought the full
Breakblade.
He has no buyback, and he's also got a leveler. If that Sven gets a base, I think the game might actually just be over.
I think the universe might fold around it, to be honest.
It'll hit a tower so hard that the universe will implode around the black hole it has created. Can you see Underlord items? No, you can have me read them out to you. Halberd Greaves, Pipe, Chainmail, 20 charge wands, Soul Ring, Quelling Blade in the backpack, 3 TPs, and a Craggy Coat. Did you get all of that?
And a partridge in a pear tree. And Connor has the 3 times Little Shredder multi-shot talent, so he's going to be clicking them with all that Desolator goodness.
And an Enchanted Quiver.
Yep. I assume that only works for the first hit of Little Shredder, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Yes, it does. I mean, I really hope so. Otherwise, that's some spaghetti fucking code.
Me too. Spectre's still working on that 25. Magnus has his, but I don't know what the talents are on Magnus. Are that good? Oh, it's the 12% cleave. Okay. 12% damage, rather.
Ronan went back away from the halberd towards the MKB.
Ronan doesn't he's telling his team he's building a halberd, but trying to make it subtle. So yeah, it's queued up, mate.
Kill him.
Ronan,
He can't kill us.
Why does it say MKB there? Oh, it's a visual bug. I just disassembled.
Visual bug. They changed the icon.
Change the icon. I don't know who I favour in this game anymore.
No,
like it's normally really clear with the Spectre, right? But like this Sven is powerful. And if at any point a Rapier comes into the mix, I'm going to be on the edge of my chair.
Absolutely. I think Raiden has done a really, really good job of recovering immediately after that bad fight. They have controlled the entire map. Like, look at the cutoff. They took the Roche. I think all of that's really, really good. And like you say, the later the game goes, the more it should favour the Spectre.
Spectre talent as well. 25 hit, 5% dispersion.
We all know how much the Graph loves Spectre. Where's I can't pause? That's probably for the best. That would have been
70% in favour of Spectre right now.
Of course it is. That's Spectre. Can we see buybacks? No. Well, I mean, there's only Spectre, Tide, and Undying actually have them, so it's not overly relevant right this second. Wait, no, hang on, that makes them more relevant. I'm a Dota player. I know how things work.
Mid player.
I'm a mid player. I don't know what the buyback button is. I could spend that money on more items. What? Spec's going back for a halberd. I really like this.
Yep.
Don't need to do more damage. Sanka make Echo Sega for Break Blade. Sven already has a Break Blade. He's had it for 3 minutes. I called it. There you go. I get to flame the chat now.
Fucking chat.
Chat flames casters for missing things. You are AFK. Sure you are.
AFK
and
Sven brain,
have
maybe.
A Break Blade.
Like,
which is partly why I like the halberd so much.
Should I just leave the camera on like mid tier 3 and go AFK for a bit? 'Cause I think, honestly, I think everything is visible.
Kira has bought the halberd. He's not sold his drums, I guess, for what happens after he uses the cheese, but he still has buybacks. The
question really is, how do they get up this hill into Ravage Snapfire?
I don't know, because the problem now is, previously, right, Raiden have played this whole game with RP. Now they have to worry about RP themselves. In the form of this Stormhammer ability. Now, shall I go through the bottom racks to the top racks of the rapier? Shit, wrong chat.
We've got
maybe you should have spent that time defending your mid tower. It just kind of took
700 health.
Chip damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal, actually, for chip damage in the time it took them to clear a wave.
Here's the one
there's a lot of openings. For
here's
a
pipe to catapult wave as well. That's what they can do. Ari with the skill back.
Boy! That's one very.
And they commit the ult.
They commit the ult again. I think they should really just be backing here. That's a huge spell for them to use over Danny's corpse.
Yep.
At least it was. Oh, the Aegis just got reclaimed.
Oh, Ronan from downtown though.
You carry players, I'll do it myself.
Here's the Ravage.
Good
That's
Ravage.
5 men on the Ravage, and the God Strength is popped.
Oh, 2,000 damage crit. I was about to say, I don't think those are the two to go on, and then Ronan vanished. Oh, incoming.
Ari's
the
the
cheese
cheese.
eaten. Big
Throw an
RP.
RP.
Big
3.
RP. They're not going to kill
Tom with the Macropire.
Oh, they are going to kill the
That's so much damage from Tom. Bloody hell.
Dick damage. Oh no, Danny's alive, but the Spectre's murdering him.
I don't think this fight is going as well for the Radiant as it may seem at the moment.
You say that, but here is this Spectre that they can't kill.
They can kill him.
They've run out. The Spectre's actually run out of mana, which is why the Spectre's going to have to leave now.
Enough for doing my power. Oh, so despite the Macropire, Tom doing 4k damage to that Macropire.
Oh no! Kira used dagger but ran out of mana for TP. There we go, he's good. TP out. You've got it. Go! They haven't found you. They've not seen through your ruse.
What a genius.
Okay, that actually didn't go very well for the Radiant. They literally only got the Sven, I think. Or was there a buyback?
Danny bought back on the
Danny
channel.
bought back. Okay, and I think Ronan might have bought back as well and then died again?
I can't see that in the log.
No, does not look like. But yeah, Tom got 1,000 gold from killing that Sven. He must be dead chuffed with that. That was a sick RP, don't get anyone wrong, but oh my god, I wish we had a team fight recap to look at how much like Macropire and dual breath damage went out there.
So one of the things that's really critical, because we're talking about this Snapfire all game, is how different the E is now with both the multicast and the Desolator effect instead of the attack slow effect. So Connor accidentally, basically, killed Tom and nearly Ari in that fight just by pressing E and clicking on something. Because the search radius is huge as well. So there's a lot of damage coming out, like almost Again, not by accident, by design, I guess, but especially with that first hit of Enchanted Quiver, it's a lot of damage. We're seeing... I should never be hovering over Connor when he's about to MKB Lil Shredder or Wave anymore, because that rip chat and rip headphones.
Another tier 5 IDL game. It's Connor Dota. What do you expect, man? You know what you signed up for.
Tier 5
Another
Battle
12
Cup,
minutes,
maybe.
tier 5 items. There's plenty of time for a couple of high ground throws. Kira's going Abyssal. I think that's very smart. If you can keep the Sven still, he can't kill you all.
Smoke coming for the Dire, maybe? Or AC done on Tide. Also has a Shivas. Why have the items names font changed? That's weird.
They changed the font in a patch a while ago.
I don't like it. Tell Valve I don't like it, Dan.
Alright, let me just bring up Ice Frog.
What?
I have that power now.
Nathan told me to complain to Valve once, so I rang up Valve US while on Discord.
Well, this is a good smoke, but they saw the trees.
Oh, they went on the Undying Illusion. It's the IDLUK cape, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
That's a feels bad man. Sven is invis here with the Break Blades.
It's the Sven. There's a
And
really
the
good...
the Ravage onto the
that's
two
such a good
chords.
ice path, and they don't even know. The Break Blade.
Nice fucking Spectre.
Oh,
RP is behind.
4 men to save the Spectre. The Spectre's still dead. Harry's like, I tried so hard. Horn back in. This Sven's
got a halberd.
die. Oh no, it's such a good... Harry!
The halberd again. The second halberd.
Jesus, right, what's going on back here? Is Connor's the only one alive?
He buys back Haunts in and halberds his boy, who's already used the halberd to completely neutralize the Sven damage.
Don't you just love it when, like, bros saving bros, right? RP here to save Spectre, and then Halberd here to save Mag.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
How powerful is this Sven hero that he is out-carrying, almost out-carrying by himself, both a Magnus and a Spectre? What the hell is going on?
It's an Aghanim Scepter on this Roche. Who gets that?
Pass? I actually have no idea. Tom, maybe? Macro's doing a lot for him.
They're thinking about it. Mag maybe for the
It's
skewer.
not Harry, right? They're trying to give it to Spectre, I think?
Spectre seems bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're not really ever alone enough for them to jump. I don't remember what Underlord's Ags does now.
It is the Shadow Step, which I've literally never seen in the game before.
No, but I mean, we're going to get it. And I should perform a single target haunt.
So if anyone appears on this map in a side lane, they should die.
It would have been better. I absolutely agree, Stephen. I understand entirely how you can beeline the Spectre, but I think going back in and you could have cleared the entire enemy team there, I think.
I think people just have this muscle memory as well, that you can't make the big decision like that. If the Spectre is that low, she should die. But then the heart, you have to wonder about letting a Heart Spectre walk away. How long do you get free? Like it's like, we're not all big brain divine players like Steven. I can barely work out what Hero Spectre is.
That's such a hard call to make in the moment. Like, absolutely understand why you would do that.
So now they have to walk up on the high ground again. Dirge Ult was supposed to be down. It's up now. The Haunt. Okay, the Shadow Step's been used. Where to though?
Nowhere apparently.
Did they get the global thing for that?
They had a noise, but they don't get all of the haunts. So
they may be able to work it out. Maybe very confused at this point, but
yeah. So
Ronan fishes with that shackle shot. Doesn't find anyone blind at the hill.
So crucially now, the Sven, the Mag, the Snap, the Windy, and the Undying have buyback. So the Sven, definitely the big one here. Is there going to be... I really thought there was going to be another Blink Drag onto somebody there. I like these ice paths covering Ari as he pushes the tower.
Yep.
But they have sort of split their focus.
Here's Mike, he looks for it, the Ravage again, onto 4 this time.
Sven. Mag's dead.
You're dead, mate.
The Brave Blade has been committed though, so the Sven's
another beautiful macro from the Jakiro here.
In trouble. If they can
just
kill
dead.
Misshook, that's really good.
Sam though,
no!
the X back in!
The Sven's starting into more heroes!
It's got the Mortimer's Kisses.
They need to get out just a bit. They need to get back and reset. Kisses is down. The Mag is on his way. RP not used yet. This is really big for the Radiant if they can get something going.
Remember, this Haunt is happening as well. Oh, the zombies are kind of stopping it though for a bit. That's very important to realise. So the BKB and the God Strength of Sven are both down.
Absolutely. Where is he going? He's invised away. He's gone to get bounties. Do they know about this DD?
He needs to remember about this fucking, Shadow Step, though. Can he be killed? If he shows? He can't, right?
I don't think
I think... Did he just get bounties to give Mike buyback?
I think he might have done.
I really hope that's what happened. It looks like...
He did. Really well played. So now they've got Kira on the high ground. This, I think, is more correct. Kira can't be one-shot by the Sven nearly as easily.
There's no Ravage, you know that.
Yeah. And, I mean, they should have checked him for a refresher. That is... Danny, that's a baller shackle.
Oh,
good
my
RP,
God.
not the game winner they need. The Sven's in the back lines.
But there's a wind run.
Ronan. Ronan's gonna try and kill the Sven. In he goes. Do it. No. The wind run's run out. Ronan. Ah.
BKB's back. Holy shit. He's back as well. Tide's dieback. They know that, right?
They, I think they should do. Tom will probably be screaming at them now when they get a moment to reset.
Davai, go Throne, go Throne!
Woo! That was a good 4-star. That was a very weird noise I just made. I'm an adult man.
Clip that. I need it for my ringtone.
Nobody clip that.
Oh, the nearly gets that beautiful shackle. Again,
another baller shackle. Good route.
These pits.
No!
He died doing what he loved, shackling his back.
Aggressive. Sam wants to use his fucking Aegis here. What is going on?
He does. That's a beautiful shackle!
Ronan, you beautiful man! Oh,
the ice buff!
Oh, he's dead!
He has to buy back now.
And they know that God's strength is down.
And the BKB is coming up soon, but they know it's down for a bit. They must do.
I think I might have just fallen in love with Ronan. This man has balls of steel. It's like, look at that enemy carry. I'm in the position for it. I can take him.
This all into the pipe as well. The ice path again covering Ari so well.
The crits have gone down from 2,000 to 600.
This is Megas.
Strength. That's Megas. I thought you said. Sorry, you just said that. I thought you said Madness. He's out of the base.
Also Madness. Here's the BKB. 5 seconds though.
It's a good ice path.
You can't kill this.
It's not going to be long enough.
Do you cancel this? Here.
Oh, I really think they should have stayed. Oh, but I mean, Megas and out is fine.
Yeah, I mean.
Wow, that was nuts.
You're happy to
I'm so
reset.
glad we're casting this game, Jack.
I was low energy about this cast this morning, Dan. I'll be honest, but fuck me, as though they're just showing me exactly how this needs to be played. But
this is all of the energy that we would have brought to TI is now here in this.
Dan, why'd you go and ruin it? Oh, here it is. Would you like to mouse over the Snapfire hero at this point?
Has he bought a rapier?
He has indeed. This is some Connor gaming.
How much does he crit for? He's so slow.
He has 179 plus 485 damage, which multicasts onto 3 people, applying a Desolator hit, or 4 armor reduction per hit.
Yeah, as it's armor loss per stack 1. Yeah, okay.
Sold boots.
My concern is because he has sold the boots. If he gets haunted on, he's fucked. Because that rapier is not very good into this Heaven's Halberd. Spectre's about to hit 30. Ugh.
Let's not forget the 300 bonus range from Lil Shadow, though. He does attack from quite a way away.
Spectre off pro meta because of Doom and Phoenix. Well, both of them got banned, so...
There is no dissuasion from Ari just going, hello, I am a Magnus.
Yes, and he is. He is a Magnus. Sven. Does Sven get much for his 25? I guess he does. Free lifesteal's pretty big.
They need to watch this. Like, I think they're going to lose a fight to the Snapfire. And
I think they will.
And they're going to go, oh bloody hell, she has a rapier.
They actually have no buybacks as well. None at all. Well, I mean, no, they have Tim.
They have just Tim, yeah. But like, if they can't respond,
they want this Sven. It's being pinged. There's the Abyssal. There's the Halberd, the Bashes. They've got the vision. Diff 2. Where's Ronan? You need your man Ronan. Okay, Sven's had to BKB and leg it. This is a really good start because no BKB. Nothing's been used. Haunt's been used. That's not so good.
They did not proc God's Strength, but they got the rest. The Ravage coming out.
Yeah, I think it's a really good call there from Jack to just BKB and leg it without using God's Strength.
Is this Firestorm damage?
No, it's not. He took the Pit of Malice route. Oh, Ronan's killing someone. It's Danny. Poor Danny. That Halberd was a bit slow there. Good ice path.
We need to zoom out a bit. Megas have taken a tier 4. Well, actually, Sam Illusion has. Are they even going to get a fight for Dire?
I don't know. Sam's actually got a Minotaur on.
I really like. What I really like is Ronan fishing with these shackle shots.
Absolutely. Wait, is Haunt back up?
No, it's the shadow.
Oh no, that was just a casual shadow step onto the Sven. It actually uses this again, so that's breakdown.
I don't know if Connor's trying to hide the rapier here. He's not committed at all, but
he's not really done anything, and I can understand being like, you know, coquettish about your rapier.
Yeah.
But you are losing the game.
And here's the focus fire off the tower.
How are you? Oh right.
There's the God Strength. They see it off screen, I think.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Ronan. Oh,
and the Ravage.
Ronan's still dead.
And Tom dies.
Oh, he just killed a lot
instantly.
of people, Connor did. Yeah, and the cores have seen it, and they are out of here.
I think they'll be coming back with some Ghost Scepters, I believe.
Their tower did, yeah, I mean, Connor crits for 1500, that's kind of nuts. This tower is, very low.
Fantasy points are great. It's like Magnus, then Jakiro, then Snapfire. So, okay, cool. They can't leave their base though. Like these mega creeps are gonna.
Yeah, I think Connor has to. One of their super fed cores has to stay. Rapier on Sven too.
Connor is 300, like ambling down, 300 move speed, ambling down mid. Sven as well with a rapier.
Yeah, Sven as well. Rapier.
This is some gaming.
And a leveler. If they know these buybacks are down, this might be. Although having said that, this tier 4 is about to go down. Sam could, in theory, shadow step into the enemy base and save Haunt to come back, and I would actually really like that play right about now.
Thanks, all brother. Yeah, I mean, he has that available to him, and he could easily just murder Danny as well, right? There's no
absolutely
worries there.
He's got his own. Sam's actually. This has gone on long enough now that Spectre has buyback too.
Wow.
I really think you should do it. If you do this, Sam, you're just going to get caught, I think, by the ridiculous Stormhammer range, and there are 2 rapiers here.
I don't know if they've seen Sven's either.
Don't think they have. He's in vision. If they're clicking him, they will.
He's not in vision right now.
Fix.
And the range basher from Connor as well? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's had a basher for a little while. Danny's Hex. Danny's actually got a Princess Knife as well. Here's the Sven! Oh, what happened there?
Invis, I think, is disjointed.
Oh, good Abyssal.
They've
Right,
kited out the
BKB
BKB.
down.
Didn't use Glyph though, which is
There's a really big RP here somewhere. Ari's looking to find it. Oh no, he's used some time to walk around.
Oh my god, Jack with the rapier there.
He's found
Here
it!
Here's one of them down. The rapier's on the floor, is it? Oh no, what? Oh, it's the reincarnation from Undying. Game's gone on that long.
They've got, yeah, but they've realised the priority. They've gone for Connor. 3 of them just running at him. Go, Ronan, go!
He
Bonk.
should.
Oh, the dodging!
Oh my good fucking god! There's 4 heroes running the Spectre.
That was just a.
Oh, the game ended! The creeps! Oh my god!
God fucking damn it!
Wait, didn't GG, right? The creeps did end the game.
The creeps ended it!
Like, the creeps are there hitting it, but I'm not sure.
I'm so fucking mad! Robbed of our conclusion! Oh my god! Somebody clip that.
Oh my god, Melee Creep MVP!
I need a clip to prove.
I need closure. I need
happened.
closure. I'm so blue ball debated.
Yes! Yeah.
And the coordinator's down. We fucking ruined the game so hard.
Oh my god.
See if I can play it on stream.
Oh, holy fuck. I need a cigarette.